Hi, my loves. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, Debbie Obierika, and you're welcome to another video. First, I want to apologize for the sound. I misplaced my mic adapter, the thing that connects the mic to the phone, like that, like sort of like USB thing. I've been looking for it for days. I haven't found it. I've been stalling on this video and I have to push this content out because it's been a minute since I posted long form content on the channel. So if you're new here, hello, my name is Debbie Obierika. I'm based in Abuja, Nigeria. I recently just got married and today I want to talk about the making of my wedding dress. My wedding dress was custom made. I stood for over 8 hours to make that dress. It cost me roughly about $60 to make my wedding dress. So if you're interested in finding out how the whole process went, please sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Guys, I have always known the dress I wanted to get married in since I was like maybe 21, 22. Then when I turned like 23, 24, my taste started to evolve. It was still like simple, elegant, classy, but with a bit of like glitter and all of that. So I started using my designer in 2022. That was when I met Dami Queen Couture. And in 2022, I thought I was going to get married. I think from 2022, I wanted to get married. So I kind of like already like had certain things I wanted her to already know about me, the kind of wedding dress I like, the kind of dress I wanted for my engagement. I remember that I mentioned in my engagement video that I sent my designer that dress like the years before that if ever I was going to be proposed to and my partner reached out to her for my dress, this is something I would like to wear. So anyway, so this is the dress that I've always wanted to wear for my wedding. I always knew I was going to get married in a church. I knew I was going to have an outdoor wedding, a garden wedding. I already knew the pastor that was going to do the joining for my wedding. So I already knew like the rules and regulations surrounding the dress and the church. Because if you're a Nigerian, you know that, I don't know about abroad. I mean, I've never lived abroad. But if you're Nigerian, you know that if you're going to get married in a church, like in a church building, there are certain rules as to what you can and cannot wear. Some churches don't like long trains, they don't like showing your collarbones. This dress wasn't revealing, but my parents are a bit, different. And when I say different, they're pastors, so there's an expectation as to what my neckline should be. I believe in moderation, but what I define as moderation and what my mother defines as moderation, they're like this. Obviously, the difference in our ages. And that thing I like to apologize for is that all my eyelashes have fall off. I really hope it's not showing in this video, but a baby girl needs a break from all those beauty things. I haven't really been doing lashes. It was because of the wedding I started learning how to like fix lashes. But I digress. So when I decided on that style, I just had it there. And when the time was right, I called my tailor up, aka my designer, Dami Queen Couture, the absolute best. This girl made all my wedding outfits, from my pre-wedding outfits, from this orange one, this blue one. I rewore my engagement dress. She made that as well. Up to my introduction dress, my first outfit dress, my second outfit dress, and my wedding dress. And she made my mother-in-law's dress as well, like, and my sister's dress. She was amazing. Like, we have to give it up for that. She 10 over 10, 8 and left no crumbs. Like, I didn't, oh, I forgot. And my court wedding dress as well. Like, I didn't, the only dress that I really had to like alter a lot was my court wedding dress, because it was a bit complicated and the fabric was a bit, shifty. But other than that, my dresses were 10 out of 10. So when the time was right, I hit her up. I was like, oh, Modani, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And then she's like, okay, let us find the fabric that makes this work. I don't remember vlogging when I was looking for my white wedding outfit, because that time was a lot of things happening. But I searched and searched. I scoured the entire world looking for my white wedding fabric. I went to Gariki International Market. I went to Wuse Market. I sent someone to Onitsha to check for me. I checked in Lagos. I checked in Benin. They couldn't find the exact tone that I needed for that dress. I found it in other colors. I found it in black. I found it in blue, but not in white. So my tailor was like, I think it's time for you. Sorry, I call them tailor. I don't know. People say like it's fashion designer now. But if tailor slips out of my mouth, please, she's a fashion designer and a tailor. So No offense, please. She's really good at her work and she's a great designer as well. So I searched and searched and searched and I couldn't find it. So my oldest friend Wadirama said to me that, oh, why don't you, try ABBA? I'm like, how do I get to ABBA? Who's gonna take me there? And then she's like, don't worry, I got you. And so she used someone to get to ABBA, and then the person found the fabric. That was not what I wanted to use initially, but was even a better choice because the other option wasn't as glorious as this particular fabric, which I decided to use. I think I have a video of it somewhere. I'll try and insert it here so you guys can see what the fabric was looking like. So anyway, fast forward to the D-Day. So now, this is a disclaimer. My wedding was supposed to be in April. My white wedding was supposed to be in April, but we ended up moving everything to the month of March. And I told my tailor this in February. Note that we changed our entire wedding plan in February. So she was supposed to have a lot of ample time to make my court wedding outfit and my wedding dress, but now she had restricted time to make all my outfits. That's 7 outfits in about 5 weeks actually, because she had about 5 weeks. So I was going to travel 2 weeks for the wedding. So yeah, I was panicking, not gonna lie. At some point, I was telling my oldest friend that maybe I'll just go rent a dress because I'm terrified shitless. What if she doesn't have the time? What if she can't meet up? But when I tell you that this girl, like she outdid herself. I even thought she would charge me extra based off I changed the timelines and everything. She was just so sweet about it. And on this particular day, morning boys and girls, welcome back to another vlog. So today is the vlog is the beginning of my wedding dress making, I would say, like the major part of the making. So this is currently like past 8 a.m. My tailor was supposed to be here for 8. I haven't seen her, but while I'm waiting, let me quickly have breakfast. So I'm having rice and chicken. So they made the form of the dress. That's the inner part of the dress. So today I'm gonna fit the form again to see that it fits well, and then she's gonna start putting the lace on it on my body. So yeah, so come with me as we make my dream wedding dress. I've had this wedding dress saved for years and years. Since I met my tailor, she has known that this is the wedding dress she was gonna make for me when the time comes. So let me just eat, shower before she gets here. I think we did this dress fitting, I think March 2nd. So I think the week before that I had gone to fit the form. So the form is the inner part of the dress because this was a beaded lace and could not be sewn with a machine because the needle will keep breaking. The other option will be to break off all the beads of the cloth and so they maybe try to glue them back, but that was just like a whole process. And then she was like, the best method would be to hand sew it on my body. I asked her, I say, wait, how long will it take? She said, oh, not so long. But whenever a tailor or a hairdresser tells you something's not going to take long, believe you me when I do take, well, this thing's going to take a long time. How did I know? For my pre-wedding outfit, it was just a simple draping she was doing on my body. I thought it was simple. I stood for 3 hours. So you can imagine an entire wedding dress. Anyway, I told her I needed some time to, get my head in the game. So I tried to rest a lot that week because I was neck deep in wedding planning and my wedding had been moved forward. So backwards in this case, it was closer than before and so many things were not done. Like so many things were not done. One day I'll come and talk about the chaos of moving your wedding backwards. So I had to rest well because I was having intense feet pain at that time because I was up and about and I knew I was going to stand for a long period of time. So when the day came, I think it was March 2nd, it was a Saturday. When the day came, all we had to do was, she came in at about past 8. Yeah. And then when she came in, she, started like asking me to fit the form because she had already dry cleaned the form. They had done the adjustments and all of that. They had done the adjustments. Sorry guys, I'm distracted. I'm actually multitasking right now. Okay, so they had done the adjustments and the form was perfect because the form has to fit perfectly before they can put the beaded lace on it. Because once they put the beaded lace on it, if I lose weight or add weight, we're really on our own. You get me? So I fitted the form, and initially, okay, so let's go back a little. Remember the style of my dress? I know you're confused. You're seeing me wearing a turtle neck kind of crop top thing. So when I finally realized that I was moving my wedding to my parents' family compound, that's my family compound, and I knew that okay, I'll need to fit their tone. I decided to include a turtleneck crop top into my outfit, into the already like draping sleeve and neckline, just to give it a bit of closure. Like I mentioned, what I define as moderate and what my mother defines as moderate. My mother's moderate is here, my own moderate is here. Okay, I never show cleavage. You say deal with my tailor. I don't wear clothes that have cleavage. It's just something I don't like. It's just not a thing for me. Short things, yes, cleavage, no. So I decided, okay, to impute that to just give some kind of style. And I said, oh, if I want to, in the morning, I can take pictures without the turtleneck, then put down the turtleneck when I'm going for service. So I tried on the turtleneck, it was perfect. And then now it was time to, fit the form. I fitted the form, it was also great. The form on the turtleneck looked like the dress was already done. Look, I was tempted to tell her that, you know what, let's just rest. But I'm like, my expensive lace cannot waste because bear in mind, this lace was very, very expensive, like way above my budget. But you only get married once, right? So I, tested the form and then we're good to go. So she set out the cutting the fabric and we started to pin it on my body. So the first thing was to pin the back. I think we did the back first, pin the back to my body and then yeah, pin like use pins to hold it in place. And then she started using the needle and thread to, make the dress. And that's how it went on and on and on and on. She finished the back. I was exhausted half the time. My partner came in. I know people say the man's supposed to do wedding dress, but for me, my partner liking my wedding dress was very important to me as well because I believe as much as you have your own style, I always believe that it should be appealing to the person that you're trying to look good for, which is in this case not just myself, my husband to be. He needed to appreciate the dress on my body. I needed to be something that he liked to see on my body. Just to see me when he was picking his suit. If I didn't like it, he wasn't gonna wear it. So he saw it on my body and he was like, oh my god, this is definitely gonna bang. And I was like, yeah, baby, I already showed him what it was gonna look like anyway, so we had gone over it. In fact, one of the reasons why I even switched from my initial wedding dress was when I showed it to him and he was like, nah, this is definitely not what I want my baby girl to wear. It's not bedazzling. My husband likes me to dazzle. Okay. So like the apple now that I am. So anyway, my partner was there, encouraging me. But obviously I had to go do wedding runs and then it was just me and Dami. And then we were done with the back and then she pinned the front as well. We moved around a lot, like because I needed to be comfortable. I was even standing on the pillow, I was wearing a stockings. Like I said, I've been having intense and feet aches for a long time. Those feet aches didn't stop until the wedding was over. It didn't stop until the wedding was over. So we started this thing officially. I started standing non-stop, almost non-stop, around 9-ish. Yes. And then we were done with this outfit around 6 past 6. So at this point, we had gotten to the point where we wanted to put the sleeves and then we were confused. Remember that we had done the turtleneck thing off the top of our head as an added thing to cover the neckline. But we didn't know what it would look like when the whole dress was beaded up and then we had like sleeves because I wanted my sleeves still maintained on top the turtleneck long sleeve because I wanted to wear the dress without the turtleneck, then wear the turtleneck for the service. And then when we were done, I didn't like how it was looking. I don't know. My friends say it looks really nice, but I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I didn't like how it was looking. I was just like, no, this is not the kind of dress I want to wear. I don't want to look too uptight and starch in my dress. I want to be breezy, free, very comfortable, and very, very simple. Simplicity was the key to my wedding look. Although people will say that my second outfit failed to deliver on that because there's something simple about my second traditional wedding outfit. But yeah, I digress once more. I digress once more. And so I told Dami, I said, no, this is not working. Let's take out the turtleneck. And immediately, backstory, I went to fashion school. I know how to sew, but it's not something I do anymore. So one thing my mom used to hail me with when I was younger then was that I used to sketch a lot, draw designs for her to sew. She wanted to make anything. I didn't used to, I didn't know that you could Google styles at the time. I would always draw up what my mom would sew, what I would sew, what my sister would sew, like my sister's wedding, what do you call it? reception dress. I designed it myself, So like something I've always liked. So I looked at the sleeve and I was like, what can we do with this sleeve? And then we invented this sleeve. And I was like, don't look bad at all. And then we're like, okay, what do we do with the back? Because this was not the initial plan. So the back has already been cut a certain way. And then we decided to peg it kind of to look like a draping at the back to the corset part of the dress. And it turned out beautiful. So at this point, the plan was not to sew it that day because I don't remember what Dami had to do. But anyway, she had to use like needle and thread, like attach part of the sleeve and then pins to hold it in place just to see what it looked like. And guys, this was the final review. When I tell you that I was bedazzled, I was like, oh my god, we made
You guys
this
is
on the
cute. It's
spot.
not.
That mean, yo, we rock, bruh. We actually rock. So my veil was very detailed. She had done my veil while I was like obviously she did it at her shop, and I loved my veil. Detailing was perfect, and it spread how I wanted to spread. I wanted a longer veil, but when we were now going to do the wedding at my family compound, I knew that I wouldn't be able to drag that thing all over the dirt because I didn't know how much ground the carpet will cover. I didn't want it to be all soiled up. So I thought, okay, you know what, let's tone it down a little. Because if you notice in the original style, it was supposed to have like a cape draping. But I felt like the cape was unnecessary because I would never wear it again. And another thing that was very important to me for my wedding dress was that I could wear it again. Like my wedding dress, I think wear it now. I won't say no. Wear it to church, wear it to dinner, just like wear it anywhere else. So I didn't want anything that would stress me. So I decided that in the alternative for the cape, is it the cape they call it? That thing that they attach to the waist that kind of spreads out like a ballsy thing was to do a dramatic cathedral veil. But then I had to tone it down on the drama. So this was a finished look-ish because
You
we
guys
hadn't
is
attached
cute. It's
the
not.
sleeves. We just held with pins and all that, but we just needed to see what it looked like. But when I say that this fabric was dazzling, it was dazzling. So I had to go get the hair that I was going to wear for the wedding day just to see what it looked like. Because I originally thought my hair was going to be dropped down on my wedding day. And boys and girls, Dami knew my outfit. By the time she dry cleaned it, sent it back, I obviously couldn't try it again until my wedding morning. And when I tell you that my dress was the best thing that happened to me in my wedding, apart from my husband. It was the prettiest white dress you would ever see. It was so simple, but yet so glamorous. I'm putting pictures now, I'm putting any videos I can find. My white wedding dress was gorgeous. It was simply amazing. I stood for 8 hours, yes. By the time we were done, I couldn't feel my feet. My legs were so swollen. I would never do it again. If I get married again, I'm definitely going to either rent a dress or just buy an already made dress because what in the name of I want to wear a custom made dress is swollen feet. I needed TLC. I had to tell my parents, get me ice cream, get me chicken, give me an intense food rub because I can tell our body has suffered. Like I'm legit feeling the pain again as I'm talking about it. But seeing my dress on my wedding morning and all the pictures, God, my dress was it was beautiful. It was worth it. I wouldn't do it again, but it was so worth it. So I wanted to like a breakdown of what it cost me to get my dress. So for the fabric costing, it cost me about one, two, three. Oh, sorry, I'm doing the math in my head. 50,000 naira. 50,000 naira for the fabric, for the lace. I think 10,000 naira for the veil. And I think the veil and the flowers that were attached to the veil. Everything in total plus the sewing cost. All these costings were done like earlier, and the padding was about 105 or 110,000 naira. And yeah, that was the cost of making my dream wedding dress. It was really beautiful. I really want to say a special thank you to Dami Queen Couture. Like my wedding day would have been a disaster if not for you in terms of my outfit. Like I didn't have any wrong claws. Like I give them back to 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 back. And it was all thanks to my baby girl. So if you're in Abuja, this is an ad. And the truth. If you're in Abuja, you want to make your wedding dress, you want to make your wedding outfit, you just want to slay an Owambe outfit. This girl has been making my outfit since 2022, and I can tell you that she has not missed any outfit like anytime. any day. So yeah, guys, so that's the story of my dream wedding dress. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I wanted to do it in a special way. Initially, I was just going to like a time lapse, sharp kind of video, but I was like, no. No, no, no. My babies deserve so much more. You guys are the absolute best, and you definitely deserve so much more. So, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for all the congratulatory messages once more on my wedding. It has been such a beautiful experience sharing this journey with you guys, and you guys have been eating the content up. I'm so grateful. This might most likely be the last of our wedding series unless I decide to share my wedding trailer on the channel. But if you want to watch my wedding ceremony, I'll keep it linked up here and in the description box. I stream my both ceremonies live on YouTube, so you can catch them on the channel. And I will see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. Bye bye.